What's up, everybody? Welcome to General Hospital Envy, my GH After Show. Back at it again. Last weekend I was sick, but if you guys didn't know, I did a live stream on Wednesday on the Dion's Corner channel to recap the previous week. So if you guys missed that, check it out on the channel. But let's get into this week. But before we do, two things. Number one, happy Mother's Day. I'm coming at you late because it is Mother's Day, and I'm coming at you at a different spot so I can edit this as fast as possible. I'm on speed run today. And number two, big ol' congratulations to the cast and crew of General Hospital. They got nominated for a bunch of Daytime Emmys this year, so congratulations to the cast and crew that were nominated. Alright, now let's get into the show. Mac and Felicia had some very interesting scenes this week. They were bonding with little Bailey Louise and getting nostalgic about how they used to raise little babies on their own, and it seems the two of them are playing with the idea of becoming parents again. I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit torn. Let's be realistic here. They're kind of getting up there on age. Felicia is pushing 60 at this point, but the other part of me is like, Mac doesn't have a biological kid, so I'd be down to see it, I think, as long as it's told in a realistic way. If they do this, I want them to discuss the real dangers of having a kid at this age for Felicia. The one selling point to me with the story is that Mac doesn't have a biological child, and I would love to see him have one, but this isn't the only way we can give him that. I mean, Mac came to Port Charles as an adult, so we don't know really much of his life story before that. He could easily have a long lost child out there somewhere. Anyway, both Mac and Felicia were being real coy on the subject to each other, but they confided in Robert and Anna. I actually thought these scenes with those group of people were very adorable. I mean, we got to see Robert and Anna being besties and fighting over the TV, and then we got to see Mac and Robert being real brothers, Felicia and Anna being besties. These are the little moments I adore, and we really don't get those kind of scenes anymore, so I'm glad that we got scenes like that this week. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you want Mac to have a biological child? Let me know in the comments below. Elizabeth and Finn are now neighbors in the Metrocourt Hotel. Elizabeth obviously feels that she's not safe at her home, so she moved to the Metrocourt, but we learned pretty quickly that she isn't safe in the Metrocourt either. Her room was ransacked, and of course there's no security cameras pointed at her door. There was no one seen leaving the elevators or the stairwell on her floor either in the moment that she was ransacked. So it could be either one of two things. She's either being haunted or her split personality is actually real and is putting in the overtime to mess with her for whatever reason. Personally, I hate either outcome. Elizabeth is so sure that she's being haunted though, that she is willing to go to a medium and drag Terry with her. It hasn't happened yet. I'm assuming it's gonna happen this week. I bet you guys anything that the medium is gonna be like, you're not being haunted by anyone, Elizabeth, and that's how we're gonna find out about the split personality. If y'all have any other possible explanation though, let me know in the comments because I am willing to take anything else at this point. Speaking of Terry though, apparently she and Amy have been having an off-screen battle this whole time. At least until now, we see Amy and Terry arguing and they're butting heads pretty hard. Amy's brother Chet is back in town, and as you guys know, Terry and Chet have a little bit of a thing going on. We don't know too much about it because all of it's been happening off screen. And I hate that because there's so many unanswered questions. I mean, are they officially dating? Does Chet know that Terry is transgender? Who knows? I mean, realistically, we don't really know who knows besides Elizabeth that Terry is actually transgender. I mean, Amy probably knows because she's such a gossip, but you know, we've never actually talked about it before. Terry does strike me as an open book, so I don't think that she would mind talking about it, but it's not something that just randomly comes up in conversation, you know? Elizabeth happened to know Terry when she was a boy, so it's different in that sense. Everyone else met her in Port Charles. Moving on, I just want to throw this out there. Georgie hates Austin for some reason. I mean, I think I get it. Maybe, just maybe, Georgie wants Maxie back with her dad, Spinelli. I wouldn't blame her. Most children want their mummies and daddies together. Even Sonny seems to be rooting for Spixie. He made a comment to Spinelli this week saying that he sees the way that he looks at her. Be still, my Spixie loving heart. I'm sorry, Maxie and Austin are just so boring to me, and Maxie is just a different person around Spinelli, and it shows. Anyway, another couple that I love that we don't get to see too often is Lucy and Martin. Martin is finally back in town this week, and Lucy and Martin have decided to go public with their relationship. They even told Valentine, who made it a point to say that he was uncomfortable, and Martin stood up for himself saying, I'm sorry, but this is what it is. I will be sad to see you go as my client, but I understand. And Valentine actually decides to keep him as his lawyer. Now, before we get into all things Harmony, we gotta talk about the new guy, Dex. Holy crap, the guy is smoking hot. He's another military man recommended by Chet to Sonny to work for him. The man is gorgeous, but more importantly, he is very determined to work for Sonny in whatever way he's willing to hire him. I'm thinking we just found Sonny's new hitman. I'm super okay with it. However, I can't help but think that he is a little too determined to work for Sunny, and I'm wondering if he's a plant. What do you guys think? Could he be working for Ms. Wu? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Sunny definitely has his guard up. Alright, let's talk about Harmony now. So she got hit by Sasha's car, and she was rushed to surgery. The surgery didn't go well, they had to pull her out of it early. Sasha did confess to Willow that she was the one that hit her, and Willow understood that it was just an accident. However, she does want to know why her mother was on a secluded road and was scared enough to run out into traffic. Carly shows up and tells her about half of it, that Carly found out a secret about Harmony, and Harmony was willing to kill Carly in order to keep it a secret, and that she even attacked Alexis for it as well. Harmony does wake up to have one last bittersweet moment with her daughter, but then gets stressed out, and then the doctors check on her. Carly then finds her, and she has a moment with Harmony when Harmony wakes up. She begs Carly to keep Willow safe from her real biological mother, Nina Reeves. She told Carly the truth, that Nina was her mom and that Nell was her twin sister. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm saying it, but poor Willow. That girl has a family full of crazy ass bitches. So y'all can probably figure out how the rest of the week went. Carly, as well as Dante, who's working on the case, tell Willow that she is not Harmony's biological child and that she was kidnapped at birth. Of course, Carly didn't tell Willow the Nina part. Who do you think Carly's gonna confide this information to first? My bet is on Drew. Some other things that came from Harmony's death this week is that TJ was her doctor and Harmony was the first patient he's lost. I'm actually so glad we had some realistic scenes about TJ coping with the situation. He was emotionally wrecked, and Britt had a really good pep talk with him about it. And she was kind enough to even give him the rest of the evening off if he decided to take it. But unfortunately, an emergency situation happened and he had to stay. We also see that Sasha has flushed her drugs down the toilet because she realized how close she came to ruining her life, even though she wasn't high when she hit Harmony. She very well could have been, and that could have been a much worse situation for her. Of course, the paparazzo is still determined to get his memory card back from her, and he offers her a connection to score some more drugs. She neither agrees or disagrees, but for now, Gladys has the card anyway. Gladys and a very nosy Valentine both saw the photos of her dropping the drugs, and Gladys doesn't want to assume the worst about her. I mean, they both seem hopeful that it isn't what they fear, but they know that she is grieving. Gladys, of course, wants to keep the photos buried. Sasha thinks that it's gonna be in their best interest to return the memory card as a sign of good faith. Y'all, just delete the photos and return the memory card. It's not that hard. I think my favorite part of the week, which I'm surprised about, was that there was a lot of quiet moments that we don't usually get on this show. Some that I liked, like the Robert, Anna, Mac, and Felicia scenes I was talking about earlier. Seeing Robert and Anna like fighting over Hulu. Mac and Robert bickering like brothers. There were little moments that I was neither here or there for, like Elizabeth and Finn playing slapjack, but it was cute. And there were moments that I could do without, like Sunny and Nina having a dance at the Savoy. Sunny having a dream about Lenny. Wasn't super into that, but I did think it was sweet that he had a moment with Phyllis as well. I feel like some people see those scenes as like filler, but to me, it's important to have these scenes once in a while just to kind of add some layers to the characters. To me, it feels like it's been forever since we've had these kind of moments on the show, like probably before Frank Valentini was on the show at all. We always have characters talking about what they did off screen that seem like cute moments that we'd want to see as fans, and now we're starting to see some, so props to the writers this week. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to end this video here. Let me know what you guys thought about General Hospital this week in the comments below. And if you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.